I told my dad I'd protect his reputation. Then I found out he destroyed mine. I used to think loyalty was everything, especially when it came to family. Now I'm sitting here staring at the screen of my dad's laptop, wondering how long he's been smiling in my face while quietly ruining my life. This all started 3 years ago when I was working part-time at my college's admissions office. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills and gave me a good reference. Then out of nowhere, I got pulled into a meeting with HR. They said someone had submitted emails and photos that suggested inappropriate behavior between me and a high school applicant. I was blindsided, completely humiliated. The emails looked real, conversations I never had complete with screenshots and dates. I begged them to investigate to let me prove it was fake, but all they offered was the chance to resign quietly. No formal mark on my record. I was 20, scared. So I took it and walked away. I spiraled after that, couldn't find another job, lost my financial aid because I didn't report enough work hours. I never told my friends the real reason I left. I just said it was academic stuff. Even my dad didn't ask too many questions. He just told me, sometimes bad things happen to good people. Keep your head down. Fast forward to last year. My dad, this respected consultant who always preached about integrity and image, got accused of workplace harassment by a former intern. It made local news. People I hadn't spoken to in years were sending me the article. I defended him. Loudly, I posted on Facebook, wrote this long rant about how my dad was the most honorable man I knew, how the world was so quick to cancel good people. I lost a few friends over it. One even told me, "You're defending a man who gives off the exact vibes of your old boss." What they didn't know, what I didn't even consider, is that the old boss was my dad. See, last week my dad left his laptop at my apartment after visiting for the weekend. He said he was having trouble with it and asked if I could update some software. While going through the files, I found a folder buried 3 layers deep labeled Archive 2019. Inside were PDFs, screenshots, and a Word doc titled Fallout Plan. It was like reading a true crime novel, except I was the victim. There were drafts of fake emails between me and the student, edited photos, even a practice letter to HR written from a fake account. The metadata all pointed back to my dad's IP address. He framed me. He freaking framed me. I couldn't breathe. My hands were shaking. I read through every file in that folder like I was dissecting the death of my old life. The worst part? There was a note at the bottom of one doc that said, "Redirect attention, protect primary account." That primary account was his. I sat in silence for hours, rage, grief, disgust, shame. It all hit me at once. Every setback, I blamed myself. For every friend I lost, every therapist I saw for self-sabotage, it was him. My father didn't just let me take the fall, he pushed me off the edge. When he called that night asking if I'd fixed the laptop, I told him it wasn't ready. I couldn't even speak to him normally without shaking. The next morning, he texted, "Make sure to delete anything unnecessary. Some of those work files are sensitive." Work files, right? So here I am typing this out like I'm confessing something dirty because I honestly don't know what to do. I haven't told anyone. Not my friends, not my mom, not my therapist. Part of me wants to burn it all down, send the files to his company, to the college, post them online. Make him feel what I felt. But the other part, the broken, confused, still loyal part of me, keeps whispering, "He's still your dad. But is he?" I don't know what kind of man uses his own child as a scapegoat just to keep a job. I don't know what kind of man watches his son's life unravel and says nothing. I thought I was protecting his name all these years. Turns out he was burying mine. If you read this and think I'm weak for not exposing him yet, maybe you're right. But I've lived under the weight of a lie for 3 years. It doesn't just go away in one night. And honestly, I'm scared of what happens when the truth does come out, because once it does, there's no going back.